Okay, so the question is, what is Maya? I mean, the most popular meaning is Maya means illusion. Maya means something that seems to be there, but it's not. And that's the most popular uh, interpretation of Maya. And this is how the whole spiritual path progresses, that if there is Maya, which is an illusion, what is the reality? And that actually puts you on the search of the what is real, which is not an illusion, and which is true. All of that is true. But there is something more to the word Maya. It has a Sanskrit origin. And you know, Sanskrit is a very poetic language, just like a Chinese language also. These are Sanskrit is one of the best languages around. It was called the language of the gods because they had words for the inner states that you and I don't have experience on a day-to-day life. So most of the other languages just were created out of just day-to-day communications. But Sanskrit had words for so many beautiful spiritual phases that one can go through. So that's why it's important to realize what are the spiritual, what are the Sanskrit origin of the word Maya. So there is also another interpretation based on the Sanskrit origin is ma or may means measure. So anything that can be measured is Maya. And we know anything that can be measured is here today and not here tomorrow. So that means it's an illusion. It just was a temporary appearance and then it disappears. So yes, Maya is an illusion, but there is a profound way of looking at it, and you can put it in your day-to-day life. And if you start living your life in a very profound way, it can bring a tremendous change in your psyche. Anything that can be counted is an illusion, and it's not something you need to run after. Money, of course, can be counted. It's an illusion. Time can be counted, 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, yes. You and I can be counted, yes. Trees can be counted. Fish and animals can be counted. Rocks can be counted. So anything that can be counted is an illusion. If you really talk to the scientists who are into the quantum physics, they say the same thing. We thought we were looking into something, but there is nothing there. Because at the end of the day, everything is made out of the quantas. Quantas are packets of energy. Packets of energy. Packet is something that has an appearance. Yes, but it's a packet of energy, nothing solid. At the end of the day, everything is just energy, which we know that. So they have the same dilemma. So what are we running after in life? Whatever you are running after is an illusion. Not only what you're running after because you think it's real, money and fame and girlfriends and boyfriends and relatives and friends and uh, Facebook clicks and my appreciation, you didn't appreciate me, this and that, all those things. It's all illusion, and you're spending time in an illusion, complete illusion. So Maya is an illusion, and the one which is running after it is also illusioned itself. That's why I told you, mind is not a steady thing. It's a continuous process. It's changing all the time. So is that a Maya? Yes. Now you say that mind cannot be counted. Yes. Wrong, because mind has thoughts. Thoughts can be counted. Whenever you meditate, you come out and say, oh, I had so many thoughts. I had very few thoughts. I had no thoughts. You're counting thoughts. So chitta, when it is projected towards the illusory world, which is sansar, that includes our body also, everything is Maya. And when you realize that whatever can be counted is a Maya, you can become free from it. Something that cannot be counted has to be the reality. And that is the consciousness. That the Dvait is automatically means that there are two. Two means something that can be counted, right? So sansar is Advait, sansar is Dvait. All the objects, people, situations, everything is playing in Dvait. And one which is not Dvait, Advait, is the reality. And automatically that also means it cannot be counted. Who is counting? The mind is counting. So doesn't that automatically mean that when you reach to the full state of Advait consciousness, you don't need mind anymore? Mind was keeping track of the sansar. And sansar is made out of the things that you can measure, count, but you don't have to deal with them anymore, so you don't need the mind anymore. Mind submits itself in the feet of the Advait. So this is another way of looking at the Maya, which is a little simpler and little more practical way. So also that means that whatever is coming out of Maya cannot be real. Who created the time? The objects going against each other, rotation of the earth around the sun, and all those kind of things are created the concept of time. So time is also Maya. It's an illusion. The same thing, the space. Our scriptures say Kal and Kshetra, they are Maya. They don't exist, but we make it be like space, the emptiness in between the two walls. Emptiness, we say, okay, this is the space. But you remove the walls, what happens? It merges with everything that's around it. So it was outside and it was inside. So there was no real space, but it was make-believe because of the walls we created. We thought that there is a space there. So same way, anything, all your ideas which are created based on this belief that this is real, all your ideas, your beliefs, convictions, all those things are only to navigate yourself in the sansar. We have created those things. But that's not going to take you to the salvation. So anything that you do with your mind, you're going in the wrong direction. And when you're going in the wrong direction, you're not going to reach anywhere. Same thing, if you look at these religions, there are so many religions, they're saying that if you do this, you're going to go into the heaven. If you do this, you're going to go into the hell. You're going to suffer in your next life and this life and next life. What is all this discussion based on? The time. All the discussions which are based on the time also will take you into illusion. Because beyond the mind, there is no time. Mind is a timekeeper. So mind revels in the world of Maya, the illusion. So anything that you do with your mind, you're not going to succeed. You can go through the whole life. You can go run after the temples, the steps, and you can wear them out. No matter how many slokas you chant or how many sutras you chant, how many people you run after, objects, people, situations, these are all products of the sansar. They cannot be real because sansar is not real. Sansar is Maya. It's an illusion. So there is no way it will take you. The only religion or the philosophy that tells you that come out of all these things and the enlightenment is right here, right now. Enlightenment will always happen in the now, not in the future. So if you're thinking that if I do this, I'm going to get enlightened, that's wrong. It's because you're trying to, whatever you do, you will have to do in the frame of time. Supposing you decide today that I want to reach the enlightened state. So when you start working on it, you read the books and listen to the Mahatma Gurus and this and that and all that. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you think you're going to get enlightened. Your whole process is going in a wrong direction because you opened up the future. Future does not exist. It's a derivative of time. Past, future, none of those exist. So you are going on a path of illusion, an illusory path. No, stay here right now and watch what the mind is doing. That's why Mahavir called it Samaik. Samaik means Samay. You watch the time because time is locked into the mind. Mind is the timekeeper. And again, mind is an illusory thing because it's running after illusory objects. And that's why it created the time to manage your day-to-day life. And which is fine. We don't want to fight against the time. But realize this, every time you live your life, that whatever you're doing, whatever you're watching, whatever is happening in front of you, it's all illusion. It's nothing but Maya. So don't get trapped in it. Don't run after it. Don't try to make big plans for making big palaces on it. Whether these palaces are physical palaces or spiritual palaces of enlightenment and moksha and all those things, Keval Gnan and all those things is going to really make you suffer. So stay in the present moment, away from the Maya. Realize that you have to function in the illusory world, no question about it. But realize that it's an illusion, not a reality. So much for today.